Project 06 Blaze percent in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So doing our final character percent here. Again, if you haven't watched any of the others and don't know how I am accomplishing this, I am using a combination of the Project 06 randomizer in order to alter some of the stage layouts, so pretty much any character can complete them. And I'm also using the Project 06 character switcher mod. Obviously, you just saw me switch back to Blaze there. Normally in Wave Ocean, we play as Blaze anyway, but because we start with a random character, because of the randomizer, I have to switch back to her for this stage, but it's nothing too crazy. A couple things I want to announce is that first, when I come back from GDQ, that's going to be on July 8th, will be the first stream after I return home, I am going to be doing 12 hours of P06 over on my live stream at twitch.tv/Stelmo98. It's the very first link in the description, and I guess there can't really be a countdown timer or anything, but I'm going to be starting that at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, or Canon Standard Time, as I like to call it, the Canon time zone. There's going to be a ton of sub-goals, and there's going to be like a new mod from BeatZ as one of the sub-goals, as well as we got the crowd control, of course, and a couple other challenges and stuff that I want to leave as more of a surprise. The doc for that is going to be in the description of this video if you want to check out what we are going to be doing by the time that this video goes live. Secondly, tomorrow, for you guys, tomorrow, very early in the morning, about 6, I want to say 6:15, I think somewhere around there, Central Standard Time, is going to be myself and Gordon. Gordon is the person who commentated on the Project 06 run with me. We are going to be commentating on the Gravity Circuit run. Really fun 2D indie game that's very much inspired by Mega Man and stuff. Definitely check that out if you can. If not, that's what the VOD is there for anyway, but I think that's going to be fun, especially because we'll both be very tired with how early it is. But regardless, let's start talking a little bit about Blaze and what she's got going on. So, throughout each of these character percents, I've kind of talked about and tried to pick stages that have really been able to highlight and showcase what the character can do. I actually want to. This is, funnily enough, in Shadow's Flame Core, that jump panel is so slow that even with all that messing around, I probably finished that in a quicker time than I would have had I taken that jump panel. So, Blaze is kind of like Gemless Sonic or Shadow in a way, just obviously without the gems or with Chaos Boost. We don't have a spin dash though, which is super unfortunate because that can make her go super duper fast. But the Spinning Claw, which is this move right here, and the Crow Attack, they're really cool to be in her moveset, but unfortunately homing attacks are just way too good. So we won't be using too much of her auxiliary abilities. It's going to be mostly Fire Claw and Accelerator Tornado in, and that kind of stinks, but also we're going through sections she's not really meant to be in, so it wasn't designed around having all those different combat options. I genuinely think that, like, if Project 06 gets expanded, or if someone wants to make, like, a custom map or custom level, I am not entirely sure if the Modloader Stage Creator Character SDK, whatever it's called, that allows you to make custom stages in Project 06 and stuff, I don't know if it supports, like, custom enemy types, but with pretty much all the characters, and I think this is a through line of all of the characters, and I think I mentioned it in the tier list video as well, that all of the characters in Project 06 have so many different abilities, and to kind of avoid the power creep, is that a lot of them serve the same function. So Blaze's Spinning Claw and her Crow Attack, they kind of do the exact same thing, and they can hit enemies very quickly in a very small area around Blaze. Now, I will say that the Spinning Claw is just outright better than the Crow Attack, but maybe having it to where enemies will be weaker to certain attacks, or there's actually something I think about Sonic Frontiers as well that would have made the combat more interesting, is just having it to where, like, oh yeah, certain enemies you can defeat with Tails' dummy ring bombs and other enemies are immune to them, or with Blaze here, you may not be able to break through the shields with one enemy with the Spinning Claw, but you can with other enemies. You might have to use the Crow Attack or a homing attack or something on that. I know that's a little bit different than what the Sonic series usually likes to do, but just in Project 06's specific instance where there's just so much variation in how you can approach and attack stuff, like, I would even not be surprised if, like, the homing attack with Sonic and Shadow, or I guess with Blaze here. Also, totally forgot that I don't need to do that. The randomizer removes that door there because Silver can't activate those orbs. But I forgot about that. I think it would be really cool to have it to where different enemy types. Now, there aren't that many different enemy variations, but you could have it to where you have to use some moves that the characters have, because a lot of them have very similar moves, like Blaze's Pro Attack and Tails' Tail Swipe are pretty similar moves. Actually, the Tail Swipe is like both of Blaze's pouncing, Blaze's Spinning Claw, and the whoops, I accidentally went back into Flame Core. They're both of her moves kind of combined into one, because Tails can just use the Tail Swipe very quickly, or you can hold it with the Rhythm Badge. But Tails can actually hold his Rhythm Badge infinitely, whereas Blaze has a cooldown on it, which is kind of interesting. But, ooh, I want to see if I can do this. So, I imagine we can, maybe with the triple jump. Let's give it a shot. Oh, no, I definitely got this. Hold on. Hold on. This is it. This is it. Let me get some speed this time. Come on! Nice! There we go. Second try, or first try, of course. Yeah, but anyway, point is that a lot of the moves that each of the characters have are very similar. So it would be really cool to, like, kind of see, like, different... Wow. Okay. See different move variations. Alright, we had a checkpoint. Different move variations, be able to do extra damage to enemies or break their shields or stuff like that. Because I actually think the original Sonic 06 does more than Project 06 does with enemy shielding. I know that the purple worms in Project 06 can put up their guard, but I think it was much more of a thing in the original game, because I remember in the original game, and the very few times I've played it, is that, like, when you use Silver Psycho Shock on bigger foes, like, they just completely guard it, and you have to figure out a different way to defeat them. Which, of all the things Retail 06 does wrong, that's a pretty interesting way to give characters a lot of different combat functionality, but also keep a bit of variety and have to think in the gameplay rather than just spam the homing attack on everything. But who knows? You know, it sounds like it's one of those things where it might sound like a good idea in concept, and then, like, if it were an actual gameplay, I would just be like, this is the most annoying thing ever. But I don't know. I guess I wouldn't know. Let's give it a shot. Oh, baby, we got Blaze with the Shadow Posse and Aquatic Base here. Oh, this is incredible. Two characters, I think, would never interact with each other, and I don't think they ever have. Probably outside of the comics or something. I don't know. I don't read those, but I'm sure I'll get corrected there in the comments if that is the case. But it would be pretty interesting for Blaze and Shadow to interact with each other. Probably find a lot of things relatable. I don't know. Regardless, we finally get to play a Sonic stage in one of these. Sonic stages, when doing these character percents, like, so I went through and I thought about each of the stages I wanted to do for each of the character percents, and while I think most of them were a really good pool, it was just kind of a shame how many times I had to do repeats of stages, just because pretty much, because we got, I mean, Wave Ocean Tails is whatever, but we've got 4 of Sonic stages, like the Princess stages. Tropical Jungle is a really tough one, because in the randomizer, since only Rouge, Sonic and the Princess, and Silver, those 3 character types are the only ones that can grab vines, and since Tropical Jungle Section 1 in Sonic's case is so heavily reliant on the vines, you actually just have springs. You know, the triple Shadow Posse, but we're playing as Blaze for right now. Oh gosh, where'd my train of thought go? You just have springs going over most of the levels. So, as cool as it would be, and we actually, Team Attack Amigo is something that's going to eventually be in Project 06, so I guess it'll be cool to play through Tropical Jungle, because I believe that was one of Blaze's stages. Because you played, oh gosh, you played Crisis City, Kingdom Valley, and then one other stage with Tails, I think. And then Blaze got Tropical Jungle and Aquatic Base. And then Omega got some stage, Dusty Desert, and then an Egg Genesis boss fight. Team Attack Amigo is very weird. It was just like, we're gonna take 3 random. Now, they did make it somewhat symmetrical, I guess, and have it to where it was 1 character from each story, or 1 Amigo character from each story, probably the better of them in each case. But I don't know. Anyway, whole point of that rant was talking about how Tropical Jungle would have maybe been cool to have Blaze for a character percent. I don't know. If one of you guys want to replicate this, I mean, I try to make these, whenever I do challenge runs, I try to keep them as simple as possible so that folks, if they want to replicate it, can do so in a very easy manner. I don't know. Give it a shot. Try Sonic's Tropical Jungle. All you have to do to replicate this challenge is to, in the randomizer, have randomized player ticked to correct, and then just switch to the character you want to play as in the stage. Let me know if Tropical Jungle Sonic is pretty fun with Blaze. I'm actually very curious now. But regardless, way back at the beginning, I was going to talk about how we get to play Aquatic Base, and you know, I wanted to avoid Flame Core Sonic. I thought Flame Core Shadow was a better option just because more combat. Let's see, what else? Obviously Wave Ocean Blaze, because that's her stage. Kind of ending how we started, too, is that we did Wave Ocean Blaze with Amy, but that's because Amy and Blaze are super similar characters to each other. Let's see, what else? Radical Train Silver. Unfortunately, Shadow's Radical Train is just incompletable with anyone other than Shadow, because you have to destroy the train at the end of Section 2, and you can only do so with the motorcycle. At least, you can still damage the train, I believe, with the other characters' actions, but the train rubber bands, so it's like impossible to actually keep up with it. Maybe Omega could do it, but even then, he doesn't have enough shots with Gatling gun mode in order to destroy the train in an effective manner. Because I believe in Project 06, you can't avoid the previous cars. In Shadow's Radical Train, you have to defeat all of the cars, and then the front car becomes destructible. Nice! That is super unfortunate. All that work gone to waste. Oh no. It is hard for me to remember sometimes that I don't have access to the triple jump if you homing attack. Also, similarly, you don't have access to the triple jump if you Fire Claw first. You have to do an Accelerator Tornado first to get the triple jump with that. Hopefully just forget that sometimes. Worst place to end, too, because now we have to do this section not twice, but 4 times. Hey, is this even randomized? We just switched over to Knuckles there for some reason. I actually kind of wonder, the Amigos are a little bit goofy in the randomizer, so who knows? Hopefully we'll still have the Shadow Posse at the end of this, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Oh yeah, I also chose Kingdom Valley Silver because Kingdom Valley Shadow, of course, has the hang glider at the beginning, and we saw in Rukul's percent how well that went with characters that can glide, so since Blaze can, I figured that wouldn't work out too well. And I thought it'd be really lame to end Sonic's Kingdom Valley in Section 3, because, oh man, it'd just be so slow. It would be so slow to go through the Mach Speed section with Blaze. I actually don't know if she could complete it, because I need to ask BeatZ, but in the randomizer, you used to be able to do the chain jump section with every character. There's something in my eye, oh my goodness, it's distracting me. Oh, got it. Used to be able to, okay, Knuckles Posse, that's fine. You used to be able to do chain jumps with every character, but I think something broke when updating it to the silver patch, so I guess, hey, that's something that's gonna have to be updated if the randomizer sees more use. Unfortunately, it's not as popular as I was kind of hoping it to be, but it's still very fun to go through and randomize, and there's some new features that BeatZ added that I still want to check out. Wow! That was tough. Those glass doors are really annoying when you don't have a spin dash. Oh, but anyway, 5 minutes in and a little bit of extra change because we did have to repeat that stuff, but we got Knuckles cheering us on as we finish up this stage and head into our final stage of our final character percent, thank goodness. Oh my gosh. So here we go into Kingdom Valley Silver. Yep. So I think Kingdom Valley Silver will be really interesting. I remember from my, when I was doing randomizers like every day, I think it was with stage objects, but Blaze actually had a pretty tough time in this stage. However, I think we're gonna be okay. Go ahead and hit the checkpoint here and remember that the spring is over here. This spring is very interesting. It just feels so out of place, but that's actually just normal in Silver's Kingdom Valley. That wasn't added for the randomizer or anything. I believe that spring is also there in Shadow's Kingdom Valley too. There's actually like a whole bunch of really cool platforming you can do in this section with Shadow if you decide to not take the hover car. It actually is completable without the hover car. I think that the only one that isn't completable is the end of Wave Ocean, but I haven't tried. That sounds like something for the 12 hours of P06 stream, is to do hover all sections hover carless. I'll have to remember to add that to the doc as a sub goal. Oh goodness. Here we should just be able to fire claw. I only have one double jump, which is fine. Oh, thank you, Spring. Appreciate that. Oh my goodness, thank you. Oh man. This should send us straight to the trigger for section 2. And even though we can't chain jump, I think I can complete this with BeatZ. I actually completely forgot about this. That there is some quote-unquote required chain jumping here. I don't remember if it was altered at all, but I guess we'll find out. Well, hello, Rouge. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. I don't think that BeatZ can do castle skip. Unfortunately, her triple jump does not give her enough height. So here's to hoping. Maybe we can do some shenanigans with excuse me, with these towers here. Oh, okay, BeatZ just, oopsie daisy. Hold up, give me a character that can glide. Oh no. Wait, where's Tails? Where's Tails? Oh, pull up, no! Okay, so I skipped ahead here because my attempts just weren't good, and we're gonna have to be Sonic, unfortunately, to do this castle here, because BeatZ cannot chain jump, so... oh well. I did try a couple other methods. I tried to do castle skip, but with the randomization alterations, unfortunately, we are not able to perform castle skip because the spring sends us right to the automation. But we are able to see, I mean, kind of BeatZ, right? BeatZ is supposed to be the Sonic of another dimension, so it's not too far off. Just what you want to see in your BeatZ% playing as Sonic the Hedgehog. He is the main character, after all. He's got to make an appearance sometimes. Okay. Now, I see no reason why we aren't able to finish the rest of Kingdom Valley as BeatZ. Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't been in this tower in so long, I forgot there were multiple waves. Oh man, I love rediscovering things. Just, you know, you get so used to a certain route in a stage when you speedrun it, and then you change up the situation, and now all of a sudden you're doing stuff you've never done before.
Good job. I'll go on ahead.
I guess the fun part of a randomizer, the fun part of doing these character percents, of course. I didn't need those stairs, but whatever. Okay. Wait for the tower to fall. Don't want it to mess up anything, because this tower does have an active hitbox, and you will get hurt, and it will be very sad. Go ahead and get rid of those enemies just to have a clean jump over here. BeatZ can grab eagles? Or can every character grab eagles in the randomizer? Wait, why can BeatZ grab an eagle? I don't know if that's something tied to the randomizer or something in vanilla P06. I'm actually not sure. But that was BeatZ%. Yay! Don't forget, we got those 12 hours of P06 coming on Monday, July 8th, starting at 12 p.m. CST. I'll make an announcement on it in the Discord if you're in there, of course, and we're going to be doing tons of fun stuff. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, we got Gravity Circuit as well, and I'm going to hop into the test stage in vanilla P06 because I'm actually curious, so quick BRB. Okay, so here I am in my vanilla instance of P06, and let's check this out. So there is an eagle here. Let me switch over to BeatZ, because from what I recall, like, BeatZ can also, like, grab the zip lines and stuff, the pulleys. Are we able to ride this eagle? Oh, yeah, look at that. I didn't know that BeatZ could ride the eagles. That's so interesting. I don't know why BeatZ can grab eagles, but I'm glad she can. Can other characters do that? I'm just out of sheer curiosity. Let me switch to, let's switch to Tails. Well, Tails actually should be able to grab the eagle because he should be able to grab the eagle because of Team Attack Amigo, right? Come here. Well, I guess maybe there wouldn't be any eagles in his section since, you know, he can fly. No! Okay, here we are. This eagle will be mine. Come here, bitch! No! All right, attempt 3 with feeling. Oh, I've derailed so hard, but it's worth it. Okay. Yeah, he can't grab them. Okay. Huh, that's very interesting. Maybe Blaze was originally supposed to actually have a section in Sonic's Kingdom Valley, or maybe even Silver's Kingdom Valley in the original game. I wonder why she can grab Eagles. That's so weird. But regardless, tangent aside, that was the final character percent. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.